Alright, so Tesla is dropping sharply today, more than 3% right now. It is dropping sharply and so far there is not a single meaningful bullish reaction at this moment. If we do a quick multiple time frame analysis on Tesla, we'll see that Tesla is clearly bearish in the short, mid and long term as well. If we analyze the 1 hour chart, it is doing lower highs, lower lows, trading consistently below the 21 EMA. In the daily chart, we see the exact same situation. Since September 2022, Tesla can't break this 21 EMA for good. It is doing nothing but lower highs, lower lows, while in the weekly chart, since November 2021, more than 1 year ago, Tesla is also doing lower highs, lower lows, trading below the 21 EMA. So clearly the trend is bearish. So what is the next target on Tesla? How far could it possibly drop from here? And what it takes for Tesla to reverse? I'm gonna update the most important key points you must watch on Tesla right now, regardless of what you believe it is going to happen next. If you're bullish or bearish, keep these key points in mind. Just welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. By the way, my name is Nathan. Let's see how Tesla is doing in the 1 hour chart. Let's start with the 1 hour chart. Since it broke this pennant chart pattern over here, right? We did talk about this pennant a few times in this channel. It broke this pennant downwards. Remember, pennants are usually bullish continuation chart patterns, but this is not a rule. Sometimes it is going to break downwards, and when you see Tesla losing this pennant downwards along with the 21 EMA, it is a serious situation. Since then, Tesla is in a very strong bearish momentum over here. And is there any meaningful bullish reaction right now? No. Meaningful reaction? No. Of course, if you want to take some risk, if you use your imagination, you may say, oh Nathan, but maybe there is a micro double bottom chart pattern over here. Well, this is true, I'm not going to disagree with you, but honestly, in my humble opinion, I prefer to see more stronger bullish signs than just a possible micro bullish structure over here, okay? In theory, Tesla is dropping to fill this gap at 170, this red line over here. As long as we don't see any meaningful bullish reaction on Tesla, this is where I see Tesla heading this week probably. What if we lose the 170? Then 166 is the next technical support level. And 166, if Tesla by any means lose the 166, it is going to do a new 2-year low, I believe, right? And in this scenario, Tesla will resume the bearish sentiment and it will seek much lower price levels. So keep your eyes open at this gap area and at the 166 area over here, because this is the most important support level on Tesla in the midterm, in the short and midterm alike. Now, what if Tesla bounces? The next technical resistance is at 179 along with the 21 EMA, meaning it is a dual resistance level, and only if Tesla reacts and only if it breaks this dual resistance area, I believe we're gonna see a bounce on Tesla, a midterm bounce on it. So this brings us to the daily chart. In the daily chart, there is still, I told you guys this yesterday on our video, but there is still a chance that Tesla is going to trigger an inverted head and shoulders chart pattern. The pattern was not triggered yet. Some of you guys did comment on my previous video, oh, it is going to cancel this inverted head and shoulders. This inverted head and shoulders was not triggered in the first place. And honestly, I don't know if Tesla is going to trigger it. All that I know is that if Tesla reacts above this gap area, above the 170, it is a real possibility and we should work with this scenario. So we should keep this in mind. What is the trigger point of this inverted head and shoulders, Nathan? 198. This 198 is the most important key point, the most important resistance on Tesla, and only if Tesla breaks the 198, it is going to trigger a very strong, meaningful bullish structure in the daily chart. Then the bearish sentiment it is going to reverse, and only then. So let's summarize. Before we analyze the weekly chart, let's summarize. 179 along with the 21 EMA in the 1 hour chart is the most important key point in the short term. By breaking this key point, I believe Tesla is going to retest 198 again. And only if Tesla breaks the 198, we're going to see a very strong, meaningful bullish reaction. So if you ask me, Nathan, is Tesla a buy right now? Well, it depends on the time frame you are working with. A short-term trader would analyze this key point over here, 179 area. A mid-term trader would pay attention to the 198. Only by breaking 198, I believe Tesla will truly fly and retest the $234 area. Okay, because as far as I know, Tesla could just bounce again to the 198 and drop all the way down to the 170 again. So we should pay extra attention to the 198. This is the most important resistance to work in the midterm. And by the way, are you liking this content? So seriously, remember to click on the like button to support me, subscribe to keep in touch with my daily analysis. I'm here every single day, guys, every single day, keeping you updated on Tesla's price action. Now, in the weekly chart, the situation is quite critical, in my humble opinion. What do you mean with critical? Because Tesla dropped a lot since October 31. It is dropping sharply. We don't see any meaningful reaction. However, 2 weeks ago, it did a hammer candlestick pattern, and the hammer was officially triggered. So, in addition, this hammer was triggered in a very strong support level made by this bottom purple trend line and by the 179 support level over here. Okay, so it is a dual support level in the weekly chart. It reacted nicely. Last week it did a very strong candlestick pattern, plus 6.56%. The volume was great. Tesla was doing amazingly well. But this week, Tesla rejected last week's bullish candlestick pattern, and it seems it is trying to retest the purple trend line down here again. So right now it is in a very strong support level, but only if Tesla reacts in smaller time frames, breaks all of its main resistances that I just described to you guys. I believe Tesla is going to frustrate this bearish candlestick pattern in the weekly chart, and it could potentially resume the bullish sentiment. For instance, if Tesla actually breaks the 198 again, maybe Tesla, because this is what Tesla is doing, right? It is doing lower highs, lower lows. It seems the upper trend line is a resistance level to work with. So in theory, if Tesla breaks the 198 over here, maybe it is going to retest the upper purple trend line next. Meaning Tesla could be a fantastic stock to trade, a fantastic stock to buy, but it gotta react properly. As long as it doesn't react properly, I can't say to you guys, oh, Tesla is an amazing buy right now, incredible opportunity. Because in the lack of bullish, stronger patterns over here, Tesla is not interesting. However, if it does a meaningful bullish reaction, I'm gonna be the first guy to warn you about a possible bullish reversal sign. So keep in mind, subscribe this channel, click on the like button, join the Market Dive daily newsletter. On November, our active management strategy on Tesla had an amazing return of nearly 20%. While Tesla dropped sharply, we are doing insanely well. Only trading Tesla. I'm not even talking about other stocks. Only Tesla. So I think you guys are going to appreciate what I have to offer. Check my website. The link is in the description of this video. Thank you very much for your audience, my dear friends. Stay safe. Farewell.